What is going on, everyone? Drake here. Today, what we are going to cover is going to be easy ways to attack man press. It can be a super annoying defense if you don't know what you're doing or which routes to use and when to use them. And that's going to be my goal here today, is just to kind of go over that, and hopefully you all get a little bit better understanding of when to run them. So diving into it here, we are going to start by going over routes here that beat man coverage first off and foremost. I'm going to go ahead and show routes here that are going to be good going towards the outside. You can see comeback routes. Those are good routes. Whip routes are other good routes here to the outside. And then from there, you want to look towards sharp corner routes. So if you look at the tight end here, the corner route, this route here. And what I like about these routes, you can send them down. You can send them up any depth you want. They're going to be pretty good at beating man coverage regardless on the cut. Aside from that here, you want to look towards speed outs. Speed outs can be hot routed in the slot here. So you can see how he's doing the double move. You can leave him stock. You can stem him down, stem him up a little bit if you need a little bit more depth. Either way, it's going to get separation on the cut and get open for easy yard. Now, some plays will have speed outs like stock on the outside. Otherwise, in a play like this here, and you try hot rodding him, you can see how he doesn't have that double move to it. So it's not going to be man coverage. But some plays will have them stock, which is great because you can build setups around that. So your man beating routes that are running towards the middle of the field, you're going to have drag routes. You're going to have return routes. You're going to have slants. And then from there, you're going to have crossing routes, this deep depth of crossing routes. If you go towards the tight end here, you can see they have a different layer or depth of crossing route. It runs shorter. So that's another very good route. And then you have just like deep in routes are good versus man coverage. You can see on the outside here, I have that route, usually 10 to 15 yards, and then they'll get separation over the middle. Otherwise, some plays have them stock already built in that depth. Also, some other routes here that will do good against man. You can see this deep post here is good. Hot roaded posts are good versus man coverage as well. Pretty much any depth. Stem them down. You can stem them up. Run them regular depth, whichever one you really want to do. They do a great job at attacking man coverage. So next thing you're going to want to note here is whether or not your opponent is shaded inside or outside. So right now we just have this running pressed. And now if your opponent doesn't make any adjustments, so if they just press coverage, they're going to automatically play inside. So you can see the slot cornerback here, Everett, is lined to the inside of that wide receiver. So it's going to be an easy tell here. You can see basically at any spot that they press, you can tell they're lined on the inside. So that's a hint that your opponent is shading inside. So they're going to play aggressive towards inside beating routes. Now for shade outside, this is what it looks like. You can see, looking at this slot cornerback, he's aligned on the outside hip of the slot wide receiver. Same goes towards the other routes on the outside. So that's basically just going to be your hint that you want to run man beating routes going towards the inside of the field because they're going to beat them better. So we're just going to go ahead and cycle through the routes here so you guys can see it in action. We're going to first just shade inside here. So I'll just show you here on the left-hand side, we have a comeback route. You can see on the break, easy positioning to just possession catch it. Do it again here. Now this time we'll have the whip route to the outside. We put their best cornerback in the inside just so you can see how badly they get cooked because he's aligned inside. So checking the replay out here, you can see he's inside. And then go ahead and burn them and get easy yards that way. So doing it again here, going to go ahead and show the tight end routes. I'm going to pinch my defensive line so they don't really chip the tight end. And then with this play set up here, I'm just going to go and throw the running back on a route. And then you can see here, we just have him on a corner. You can stem him down, leave him this depth. You can stem him up. But you can see he gets the good positioning here. And that's going versus a cornerback as well. The good thing about being the tight end here, at this spot off the line of scrimmage, he can't get pressed anyways. Even with a slight chip though, he torches them. Now speed outs here, going to go ahead and do the same thing, except for we're just going to do kind of like a setup here where you can throw the speed out. We stemmed him up, but you can see on the break here, you just pass lead it towards the sidelines. You're throwing it away from the man defender so you don't throw into coverage or risk throwing a pick there. You can see he's shaded inside, so he's going to be losing here on the cut because we're running an outside route. Moving on to the inside routes in action here, so we'll have to shade outside here. First up, just showing you drag routes. Look and see there, he got wide open, was able to dump it off to him. Pretty bad pass by the quarterback, so we'll just do it one more time here so you can see. You see we have the drag route here, the shaded outside. You can see he torches them. You can press rack or just catch it in stride like that and get easy yards. Next up, we will show return routes. While return routes start by going to the outside of the field here, they're going to be counted as an inside route because they run over the middle. So calling hike here. See how bad he burned them. We're getting easy yards. The cornerback actually fell over. So moving on here, next up we have slant routes. So you call hike here. Slants, you just have to pass lead them away from the receiver there. Gonna run it one more time here. You can see slant gets separation, easy yards over the middle. That's a good 20-25 yards. Carving up man coverage by using these different routes. So here we're going to go ahead and show crossers. I'm just going to put double crossers on the field so you guys can see here. Look to see how bad this guy torched him. You're picking up easy yards. Now if you have a play designed around it, not just throwing routes in the field like I am right now, you'll probably pick up a lot more yards because you can see he has them totally cooked there. Now I'm going to try to show the tight end crosser too here. Sometimes it runs a little slow, so if they get chipped, or if your tight end isn't the best, but you can see even with the chip there, I'll show you in the replay. Even with the chip, he still gets inside position because you can tell just by staring at the corner here, you know that they're shaded outside, so the inside routes will win. Let's go ahead and show the dig route next. We're going to have double digs here. Call hike. You can see they both just completely destroyed them. Wouldn't really recommend running double dig routes like that just because they're running into each other. But I just want to make sure you can see here that in the replay, shaded outside, look how much separation he has, and look how much separation this one has. So another route that I actually forgot to explain before, I'm going to show it to you real quick here. It's just going to be the running back Texas or angle route here. Very good versus man coverage as well. You can see, look how bad he burnt him. It's one of my favorite routes actually to throw on the field in order to attack man coverage, especially with shade outside. Look at him cut up field. Tons of separation. You get a ton of yards. Last up here, we're going to have the post. Let's go ahead and we're just going to throw two posts up there so you all can see it. You can see we have two posts. We're going to hike the ball. You can see, aside from dropping the ball there, we had a ton of separation. Let's just do it again here. Go hike here. See right there, you got yards. Let's run it one more time here. We have the stock post on the right side of the field here. You can see it got pressed a little bit, but you can throw it over the middle on the cut there. You're going to get that inside positioning because they're shaded outside, so you know you're going to be able to throw a post over the middle. So you look at them cut, and we hit them for easy yards. So this is just a super quick overview here of how to know which routes to put on the field versus two-man press. I hope you all found this video helpful. If you did, like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions at all, just comment below. I get to them as quickly as I can. I'll see you next time.